Morning, guys. I'm redoing the video that I did a couple days ago on the Monday morning postcard poll that we had done. The audio did not come through on the same file as the video, and I was trying to mash them together, and it's just easier to just do a brand new video and go back over what took place on Monday. So the results of the poll were very encouraging for us because the vast majority of people did find value from the postcards that we send every Monday. Of the 17 submissions, only 2 were no's. Both no's were anonymous, which is fine. We want people to feel as though they can give us their perception, criticisms, advice, etc. So that wasn't a problem. But the value prop of it being binary, yes versus no, while that was the overarching view from 3,000 feet, it was very easy to tell from even the yeses. Many people had the same concerns as the 2 people that voted no, and it all surrounded around being able to edit the postcards. And so, it brought me back to something that I think we don't talk about enough, and it goes way beyond postcards. It goes way beyond it goes way beyond having this put on a tee for you to be able to do. When you're a business owner in a franchise system, or any business for that matter, if you're not going to do something yourself, then you need to pay someone to do it. There's no franchise system out there that is putting these postcards out customized with custom addresses, and for every single franchisee, they either are giving such a generic postcard that it doesn't really matter, or they are given the tools to be able to edit themselves, or the franchisees are paying someone to edit it for them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about all 3. This is something that everyone can benefit from. The first thing I want to start with is, this is the website that I use to make the postcards in the first place, because the templates are already created. All you have to do is go in and edit the text. So that is how the original postcards get made. There is no way for me to download them as a layered file. And if you don't understand what that means, that's fine. It just means that the layers of this postcard are not editable once I download the file and send it to you. And so when people are asking about, oh, this is not an editable file, it's not editable in the sense that you think it is. It's still certainly editable, but it takes a little bit more effort on your part. One thing I'll mention real quick is I do try to make them as generic as possible. One of the reasons I do put the phone number for the HQ on the postcard is so that if you do want to just save it and send it, you can, and we will be the ones that receive the phone call and direct it accordingly. And we get phone calls on behalf of franchisees all the time where we answer the question, or we forward the information to the franchisee for them to answer. So real quick, I'm going to step into how to edit using Canva, because Canva's free. So this is a scenario where you want to be self-taught on how to do this stuff, how to edit it. And this is the simplest form to do it, right? So I already have it preloaded. Let's go all the way back to the home. Create a design after you've created an account. Import file. And we're going to go ahead and select the postcard. Using a new design. Use custom size because it's already formatted to be the size of a postcard. Once it's in here, the image will load, and you will have all of your menu over here in order to edit it. You have elements, text, uploads. You can add new images on top of it, things of that nature. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do elements. So you want to put your own phone number. That's fine. Take an element, usually a solid You want a solid element, which is just another word for a shape. We're going to stretch it. We're going to cover the number. All right, and then up here in the color, we're going to change it to the color palette, the document colors. So now that phone number is gone. Now we can go to text. We don't need to add our font. We'll go to text. I'm just going to pick this one because it's the, oh, no, that's premium. Feel free to sign up for premium if you want. Let's go ahead and do 717.111-1111. Let's change the color to white. And now we're going to drag it down here and resize it so that it's next to the phone number. Alright, same thing. You can do the same thing. Take the text. You can put your address here. You can put your phone number here. Now, if you want to edit the offer, it's a very similar process. We're going to go ahead and take another element. We're going to resize it to be enough to cover the part you want to change. We're going to go up here and we're going to use colors from the photo so that it matches. So now that is covered. We'll go back to text and we will do $5 off. And we will resize it and we'll pull it over here and center it. Alright, so that's a crash course on how to use Canva to edit the Monday morning postcards. You could do the same thing for all of these services. You could do the same thing for the About Us. It's very simple. Just keep, anytime you want to edit something, you're going to take the element, place it over whatever it is you want to blank out. Go up to the color, find the colors that are found in the photo, and you want it to match. Alright, there it is. All gone. Now you can add text to your heart's content. Alright, so the second way, and the way that I self-taught when I first started in the Harrisburg store, is through using Photoshop. And Photoshop is much more detailed. It's easier to add elements. There's layers involved. This is the free version of Photoshop. It's paint.net. You can download the program to your computer. Paint.net is the same exact thing as Photoshop, and it's a free version of it. This is a much more intricate way of editing items. Now let's get to the third way, and probably the way that some people might not want to do it, but really should be doing it, and that is to pay someone to do it. The reason that we issued the poll in the first place was Ryan Lamoth came to me and said, hey, we should stop doing the Monday morning polls. I'm getting tired of people asking me to edit these, and these are not editable files. Ryan is not a graphic designer, and he's not equipped to be editing these files. That's not something that's within his purview. So it would be appreciated if people do stop asking him to do things that are outside the scope of his work, you know, because everybody has a role in this, and everyone needs to play that role. Now, we don't have any internal options for editing these. We currently don't offer editing these images on behalf of the franchisees. That's not probably the best use of our time given the size of our back office and all of the things that we have going on, and so it is much better if you were to use some of the freelance services that are out there, and the one that I use the most when I need freelance work is Fiverr. So sign up for Fiverr. We'll type in postcard design. The nice thing about Fiverr is you develop relationships with some of these people. There's going to be a ton of options. You find out who it is that you want to work with. You send them a message, tell them about the scope of the work. They'll give you a quote for what's needed, and you'll be able to have any kind of media done. We're going to continue to put out the Monday morning postcard because it has shown to be a value add to the franchisees, and hopefully after watching this video you have a better idea of how to change the postcards to suit your specific store. If you have any questions, reach out to me directly on Slack. Thanks, guys.